minute proposal through the body with no public input, I think is a tricky proposition.
Oh my gosh. Well, halfway through the week, halfway through the day, that's the halfway mark of the week and shit. And it's been pretty good, you know, I can't complain. My wife's been off work for a while. What's up, Will? And she's been taking my son to the doctor and shit, and she's all worried and stuff, but he'll be all right. So it's been a pretty good week. I'm getting back in the groove, you know, because I worry about that, because if I don't get back in the groove now, I will never be in the groove, like, again, and shit, and then I'll, like, you know, start smoking speed again and sucking dick for rock and shit. So I got to get back in the groove. What's up, Mike? What's up, Greg? What's up, Will? Thanks for sharing the video. So that's what this is, you know, I'm trying to get in the groove, and I'm feeling the groove and shit. So yeah, working on a new job today. That's good, man. That's good. Let me see. Oh yeah, I gotta do this thing. Give me a second. All right, here we go. Peterbilt is hiring. That's a good job. If you can get a job at Peterbilt, man, you're the shit. Okay. More maintenance shit as fuck. Man, I like maintenance, dude. I love it. You know, you go up to something and it's broken, and then you fix it and you're like, yes. Makes you feel good. Abe says, I love working for Peterbilt. That's cool, man. Greg says, selling these Azuline CDs over here. Good, thank you. Now I'm working at a badass apartment complex. Good, man. I'll tell you what, like when you work at a distressed property, you know, like an old ass fucking apartment complex, it kind of fucking sucks. Because like usually some investor buys it and they, you know, they want to increase the value of it and then sell it, and so they're tied as fuck with money, and so you find yourself rigging shit up, and you know, super OSHA approved, you know what I'm saying? But when you're at a good place that's owned like maybe by a business or a corporation or a property management company, not just some dude with $1 million in the bank, you know, it's kind of cooler. And so I hope it's good, man. I hope you like your new gig, man. I'm glad you found one. You found one pretty quick. And then Abe says he works at Peterbilt. Damn, dude, that's fancy. And this dude Abe, he's a pretty smart guy. I went to school with him. I think he's got like a 2 doctorates in electrical engineering or some shit. So I know he's making good money. Hey man, loan me $5, will you? Yeah, I wondered. Oh yeah, I worked at an apartment. Will says, yeah. Okay, hold on before. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you watch the rebroadcast on YouTube, okay, if I say random shit in the middle, I'm reading the comments of the live stream, just so you know, okay? So Will says, yeah, I worked at an apartment complex that was like that. I had work order alt hat or a few years old. Fuck that. Don't sell them, Greg. Just tell them to give you $5 and then hand them seats. Yeah, don't sell them. Just tell them to give you $5. Shauna's here. What's up, Shauna? I went to school with her. She's cool. I don't fuck around when I fuck around. Mike, send me a CD. Dustin Thomas wants a CD. YOLO. Thanks for the support, man. All right, this is Smoke Break with Dylan. I'm the host, Dylan, a.k.a. Lumpy Neck, a.k.a. Average White Snake, a.k.a. Dude Talks into a Smartphone at Lunch. Thanks for watching, guys. It's the show where I talk about whatever random shit's on my mind, what's going on in the world, news stories, politics, fucking crazy shit, like 130-pound tumor stories and shit. So, yeah, I got some show notes written on my yogurt envelope. So, let's get started. I'll buy one when I get a CD player. Right on. Okay, let's see. All right, so I don't know if you guys heard about this, but there's like some tornadoes in Louisiana recently, and it's kind of like shitty tornadoes. And from what I heard, it was like 7 tornadoes in one day, one tornado warning after another, and it was the same kind of area that was hit by Katrina. And so you know, they know what to expect. This isn't their first rodeo, and it demolished houses, it left people homeless, But luckily, no one was killed. You know, only minor injuries and shit. And that's kind of like a miracle. You know, 7 tornadoes and no one dies. That's really fucking cool. Go to 1500crew.com, D. I'll hook it up for you. I don't even have a tape player in my truck. Man, I fucking love tape players. Get your shit straight, Will, says Mike. Yeah, so, and then the governor of Louisiana, he declared a state of emergency. It's kind of a big fucking deal. So I hope, you know, they rebuild and shit, and I hope they're all good. So yeah. All right, let me see. Okay, so, all right, you know how Governor Greg Abbott is trying to like do away with these sanctuary cities and these practices of cities that don't enforce federal immigration laws. So basically what it means, if you're a sanctuary city, say you arrest some dude for whatever, and you think he might be illegal, you don't tell the federales, you don't tell the federal government or the migra and shit that you think this dude's illegal. So that's called a sanctuary city, and Governor Greg Abbott's trying to get rid of that shit because whatever. And so, but Dallas law enforcement has decided to not. Okay, it's kind of weird because Greg Abbott wants to go away with sanctuary cities, and Dallas is not claiming to be a sanctuary city, but they're saying they're not going to question them about their immigration status if somebody gets arrested. And a lot of people think, you know, this is going to create racial profiling and shit. And hold on, what are y'all talking about? I don't even. No crosstalk on the show, Mike. That's rude as fuck. That's what Will said. No, it's not rude. I don't give a fuck what you talk about. Oh shit. So yeah, that's like a story. I don't know what's going to come out of it, but Dallas is choosing not to enforce federal immigration laws. Greg Abbott's got this fucking boner for sanctuary cities. He's going to cut funding to all these motherfuckers and shit. And I don't know. I mean, I want to be safe, but at the same time, I don't want cops like deporting Hispanic dudes just because they look like they might be illegal. And that brings me to another point. What does an illegal person look like? You know, it kind of fucking encourages racial profiling. So, you know, whatever. Hey, John Williams shared the video. Will shared the video. Thanks, guys. John's here. Speaking of John Williams, not this one, but I think this is his brother's cousin's gardener or some shit. The other John Williams that did all the music for the Star Wars movies and the Indiana Jones movies and all that other shit. He turns 85 today. That motherfucker is probably so fucking loaded. I wish I had John Williams money. But yeah, thanks for watching, John Williams. All right, do you guys remember this? Back in like last year or some shit, this group decided they're going to have a Draw the Prophet Muhammad event, which was, it was an event of people that had caricatures, like not nice caricatures of the Prophet Muhammad, and they were going to have this event, and they had it in Garland. And what happened was, I mean, that just seems like a kind of dick thing to do in the first place, but it's not illegal. You know, if you want to have a contest who can draw the most fucked up pictures of Jesus or Buddha or the Catholic Pope dude or Muhammad, you can do that. It's not illegal. But what, I mean, aside from it not being illegal, it's a fucking prick move, but you can do it. So somebody did it in Garland. Somebody did it in Garland at the Caldwell Center, which is like the Civic Center in Garland. And two motherfuckers wanted to shoot that shit up, you know? I guess they were either Muslim extremists or some shit. And so they went there with automatic rifles, and they were going to kill everybody at this event. Well, a security guard that was armed saw it, and he shot those guys dead. And they're in wherever, you know, whatever the afterlife is now. Garlington as fuck. And so, but the recent development in this story is that the guy who masterminded this attack, now, the fucking news says mastermind. Now, what the fuck? Okay, mastermind is like, you know, some kind of evil genius. This motherfucker just like gave his friend some automatic weapons and said, go shoot this motherfucker up. He's not a mastermind. But anyway, this prick, he's being, the sentencing part of his trial is today. So, shit. Oh, fuck. Look. Shit. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Should have called it terrorist target DFW. I know, right? It just invites all that shit. So, yeah. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, the sentencing the sentencing happens today. Almost just lit my deck on fire. Sorry. I'm okay. What's up, Star? Star's here, too. So, they want to give him life in jail, and his lawyer wants to give him six years, but I don't know how they prosecute fucking evil geniuses and shit. So, all right, my dick is not on fire. We're good. Let's move on. All right, so remember the Jacqueline Craig fucking viral video, you know, where she called the cops for help and they ended up arresting her? Well, she meets with Mayor Betsy Price today. That's the mayor of Fort Worth, where this incident happened. And so I don't know what they're going to talk about. You know, Jacqueline Craig's probably going to be like, your cops are assholes. And Betsy Price is going to be like, nah, dog. Why you gotta say that shit? And we'll try not to be racist. I don't know what they're gonna talk about, but she's gonna fucking meet her. I've been waiting for that to happen in your van for a year. Now I can quit watching. Yeah, I'm not a very safe smoker. Okay, so yeah, let's move on to some other shit. Okay, now this story comes out of, now I'm gonna say Arlington, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure. I kind of like half listened to the story. So this dude in Arlington, he calls the fire department. Help, my house is on fire. What the fuck? My house is on fire. So they go there, they put out the fire. It's a complete loss. He managed to get like 13 objects out. You know, just the shit he needed. His cell phone, his charger, his medication, this medical device he had, you know, and just some very specific shit. And so the fire investigators, they went back. They said, something's not adding up with this motherfucker. Something is wrong. And they investigated, and they checked out, hey, what's up, Eric? Eric's here. They checked out his pacemaker, right? And at the time the fire was going on, his pacemaker was steady. It didn't have an increased heart rate, you know. And so they arrested this motherfucker and charged him with arson, because they said it'd be impossible if you're in a high-stress situation, like your house accidentally caught on fire, and not on purpose, your heart rate would go up and you'd be freaking out. And so I guess, you know, if you have a pacemaker, don't be setting houses on fire, because they'll check that shit and you'll get arrested and charged with arson. So, yeah. All right. Oh, this is fucking nasty. All right. There's this chick in India, and I think this is pretty common. She was in a deep sleep, what they said. She must have been working 32 hours a day or some shit. And she woke up, she felt something in her nose. It was like an itching. Now, hang with me here. This is gross as fuck. And then she's like, oh, I just get a cold. No big deal. What's up, Nathan? Nathan's here, too. So, and then that motherfucker moved. Something up in her cranial cavity, her nasal cavity moved. And she's like, oh, fuck, I got a roach in my nose. So she had to wait through the night to the next morning to go to the doctor. And they used this endoscopic fucking thing to pull out this live roach out of her brain. And that's gnarly as fuck. God, I can't imagine. But I don't know. Makes me want to sleep with like nose plugs and earplugs in. Okay, we talked about John Williams. I got some other shit. I don't know if I want to talk about it though. Hey guys, check out 1500crew.com. Check out precisionprivacyandStain.com. It's like that time you had bugs living in your ear. Yeah, that fucking sucked, dude. That fucking sucked. Oh, I'm looking forward to, oh guys, check this out. This is kind of fucking cool. Oh yeah, and check out Grand Liquor off Fort Worth Drive in Denton. You can check out their Facebook at facebook.com/grandliquor1. Motherfucker sent me a catalog. Now, why is this a big deal? Because they addressed it to Dylan Withers at smokebreakwithdillon.com. Now, this is a catalog for all sorts of plastic baggies. So I'm thinking somebody in internet world thinks that smoke break is like I sell tobacco or I sell pot or some shit. And so they sent me this catalog of all these different types of fucking plastic baggies and shit. How's the boy? He's good. He's gaining weight. He's gaining weight. All right, let's get back to new. Oh, let's do weather as fuck. Okay, check it out. Cold front comes through tonight. Low 30 tomorrow morning. High in the 60s, which is seasonably normal. And then it warms up on the weekend. Yo, that's weather as fuck. All right, this is sports as fuck. It's kind of sports related. So Baylor University went through this whole fucking rape scandal. You know, they weren't doing enough to prevent and report, and they tried to cover up these rapes and all this other shit. And so they had an independent investigation done, which that's bullshit. It's never independent if they're being paid for it. Am I the only one that can't get past the fact that you basically caught your crotch on fire and continued with this live report? Yeah, dude. Man, it happens all the time. I ain't worried about it. Jimothy's here. What's up, Jimothy? Kyle's here, too. So, Big 12, I guess, is like some kind of sports conference or some shit that Baylor is a part of, Baylor football. And, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh, yeah, so Big 12 gives Baylor a shit ton of money from, like, ticket sales, I guess. Well, the Big 12 council or whatever, dudes in offices and shit, they're withholding 25% of the money that is owed to Baylor until they fucking didn't even get a notification that you were live as fuck. That sucks. Facebook is always fucking tripping with my notifications. I don't know what to do about it. I can't fix it. I've messaged IT and I don't know. It sucks. Anybody want a baby goat? We have 7 to get rid of. Whoa, shit. Jesus. That's cool. I want a fucking goat for like a day. I don't want to take care of it. So, but what Baylor has to do to get this 25% of ticket sales from Big 12 is they gotta like change some rules and get up to code and like not cover up rapes and shit. So yeah, that's the news. That's sports as fuck. Lena's here. What's up? Oh, this is crazy. There's this cognitive care clinic in Toledo. I don't know where the fuck Toledo is, but apparently it's a city. So 50 people are suing the Toledo Clinic for Cognitive Care because they didn't have the necessary psychiatry licenses and dementia licenses and shit to diagnose people with Alzheimer's. 50 people were wrongly diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and as a result of this, they spent life savings on all these holistic treatments they didn't need. They spent life savings on like a final farewell trip, you know, a huge extravagant trip and shit. And some of them actually like plan to commit suicide because of this wrong diagnosis. I don't know. They said they had Alzheimer's and they didn't. So, hey, I'm sorry you didn't get that notification, Timothy, but thanks for watching. Yeah, and then the last thing I got is that late baby bloomers, older baby boomers are more likely to have a secret bank account from their significant other. And I don't know, would you guys ever have a secret bank account that your wife or girlfriend or boyfriend or husband didn't know about? Oh, show anytime, player. Thanks, man. Now I think you gotta have enough money to do this, to have a secret bank account, and it's like, I don't have that much. And, you know, you probably shouldn't hide anything from your significant other. You shouldn't, because that's like shitty and stuff. Hell yeah, my money is mine. Man, well, I thought you're single, though. And, I mean, don't really take relationship advice from me, because, you know, I'm not perfect and shit, but, yeah, secret bank accounts, you know, John says no. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea, especially if they find out about it, and like, you know, that can start some shit. And if you're hiding a bank account, well, what else are you hiding? Kyle says, I'm bad at lying. Yeah, me too. My eyes go like this, and I stutter. I should basically just say, this is the lie. If I said that up front and then said whatever the lie was, I could do it straight. But then that defeats the purpose of the lie. So I just try to be honest. Try to be. Anyway, I would get caught within a week. Yeah, I know, you know. And I'll tell you what, women, they need to be like FBI agents and investigators and like detectives and shit, because they'll find out, you know. They find out. They find out. You know what I'm saying? Tax return ass fuck. Oh man, you're gonna be rich. Yeah, it's shady. I try to stay swafty. That's what's up, man. Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. But before I go, be kind to one another. Be nice. Don't be a dick. Don't lie to your wife. Don't lie to your husband. Don't lie to your girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. What's up, Elizabeth? Elizabeth's here too. I'm just wrapping up. So be kind, be nice, don't be a prick. Promotions by Will, direction by Mike. Check out 1500 Crew, Precision Privacy in Stain, and Grand Liquor, Forward Drive in Denton. Y'all take it easy. I'll talk to you tomorrow at 12:30.